So let's get right to it. So here's our book for today, Mama, Do You Love Me by Barbara Joosse and illustrated by Barbara Lavallee. And you can already tell from these wonderful illustrations that it's going to be great. But let's go in here and let's do our thing that we do. I think this is going to be our last one for a while because everyone's getting ready to go back to school and everyone's very busy. So let's just write Mr. Layne's Children's Book Club. And this was session number 6. It's August 12th today. And then I just write my name in the book. So let's start with Barbara. I call her Barb. She is a friend of mine, I am happy to say. And this is Barbara. And she is so fun. As you can see, she likes to do blue and purple in her hair, and she does funky glasses, and she wears really cool scarves. So Barbara has been writing children's books for more than 30 years, and she has written 54, I believe, both picture books and chapter books. And through her writing, she aspires to find the things that are the same, the things that are different between us all. And she has toured worldwide to promote her books, and her books have been translated into 28 languages. That's really neat. She was born in a town called Grafton in Wisconsin, and that's where she lives now too. I've actually been up there and seen her before. And she has 3 children. Now, I believe, has a Scandinavian background. I don't know exactly how to pronounce these names, but her children are Maki, Aneki Els, and Robert Collin. She is married to Charles Whitehouse, who is an amazing bronze sculptor. He does a bunch of amazing, I probably should have printed off a picture of some of the sculpting work that he does. I just call him Chuck because his friends call him Chuck. So Barbara went to college in Wisconsin, first the University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point, and then the University of Wisconsin-Madison. So they had 2 different cities that University of Wisconsin is in. And then she's also gone to University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. So she's a member of the SCBWI. I am too. That's a really great organization. That's called the Society of Children's Book Writers and Illustrators. So here's some neat questions I thought if you want to learn a little bit about Barbara. Where do you get your ideas? This is Barbara. I think about the world and imagine the things you think about or worry about, or I have quirky thoughts about. So they can be important things, they can be silly things, and they can be imaginative things. I really like that. Do you have a family? My husband, Chuck, is a bronze sculptor. I have 3 children who are my hearts. Where do you live? I live in Port Washington, Wisconsin, a little harbor town. I live in a perch I call the crow's nest right on the harbor. My perch is on the 4th floor, which is very high for Port Washington, so I live in the sky. The sky is a very good place for an author to live. Why does your hair look like that? I have curly purple and blue hair that looks like birthday ribbon on a good day, or on a bad day like a UFO which is experiencing a mechanical breakdown. I picked this style because I like it, and why not? Do you have a favorite color? Orange, because it's cheery and cozy. What are your favorite words? Mysterious, higgledy-piggledy, marshmallow, eyeball, and Grana. That's the name her grandkids used to call her Grandma. So that's Barb, the author of the book. The illustrator is Barbara Lavallee, and this is what Barbara looks like. Barbara Lavallee's whimsical paintings depicting Alaskan life have made her one of the most celebrated artists in the state. In addition to her beautiful prints, she has also illustrated several children's books, including Mama, Do You Love Me, which we're just about to read. Barbara was born in Iowa and grew up in Wisconsin. Her mother was an art teacher. Barbara graduated from Illinois Wesleyan University with a degree in fine arts, and she's worked as a professional artist since 1976. So Barbara has lived for 12 years in Sitka, Alaska, teaching art to Native students at Mount Edgecombe Boarding School. And then she moved to Girdwood, Alaska, which is where she now lives. Her interests are Alaskan Native cultures and the Eskimo Olympics. Barbara's paintings and limited edition prints also reflect her world of kids, cats, and everyday Alaskan life. So here's the connection here with Barbara Lavallee is that this book, Mama, Do You Love Me, as you can tell from looking at the pictures here, some people would call these people Eskimos, but that's really not their correct name. They're called Inuits, okay? And that is the correct name, kids, so if you ever want to use that. But since Barbara lives in Alaska and is around Native American people that live up north, almost Native Arctic people is probably a more correct term. That's what this book is about. And Barbara's artwork is very colorful. Her brush strokes are very deliberate, and her pictures are just wonderful. So I'm going to show you something wonderful at the end of this book too, because there's going to be some words in here that you probably don't understand. So, Mama, do you love me? About an Inuit mother and her daughter. Mama, do you love me? Yes, I do, dear one. How much? I love you more than the raven loves his treasure, more than the dog loves his tail, more than the whale loves his spout. How long? I'll love you until the umiak flies into the darkness, till the stars turn to fish in the sky and the puffin howls at the moon. Mama, what if I carried our eggs, our ptarmigan eggs, and I tried to be careful and I tried to walk slowly, but I fell and the eggs broke? Then I would be sorry, but still I would love you. What if I put salmon in your parka, ermine in your mittens, and lemmings in your mucklucks? Then I would be angry. What if I threw water at our lamp? Then, dear one, I would be very angry, but still I would love you. What if I ran away? Then I would be worried. What if I stayed away and sang with the wolves and slept in a cave? Then, dear one, I would be very sad, but still I would love you. What if I turned into a musk ox? Then I would be surprised. What if I turned into a walrus? Then I would be surprised and a little scared. What if I turned into a polar bear and I was the meanest bear you ever saw? And I had sharp, shiny teeth and I chased you into your tent and you cried. Then I would be very surprised and very scared. But still, inside the bear, you would be you and I would love you. I will love you forever and for always because you are my dear one. So here's what's wonderful about this book. Not only the story of her mother's complete love for her daughter, that nothing her daughter could do could ever take her love away from her, but there are a lot of words from the Inuit culture here that we can look up the definition. So when you go back and read this book, you can see that an ermine is a short-tailed weasel. An igloo is Inuit for house. A lemming is a mouse-like creature. A mukluk are the boots that Inuits wear. So all these neat words. A ptarmigan, which she references, is a bird found all across Alaska. A puffin, you might have seen puffin birds before on National Geographic. Umiak is a boat that kind of looks like a wide canoe, but it's covered with animal skins. So there is our Mama, Do You Love Me? And I hope everyone has a wonderful fall. Stay tuned on my Facebook page for news about Pippin No Drippin' that's going to come out in December. You'll be able to order it and have it delivered to your house before Christmas. So I hope that you consider that. All right, everyone have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.